Alright, hello everyone. I'm going to start out today with the meal one here. Coincidentally enough, you just asked about that line, Floyd. So, nice to see you guys. See quite a few of you here. Nice to see you. Hopefully, everyone's having a good day. I'm a little tired from work today, but hopefully tonight's pretty fun here. Let's see. There's no Artie, so you might see me actually go to the hill on this. Alrighty then. But yeah, tonight I'm not really doing anything too specific. Like I might throw in a premium here or there just so I can get some more credits for equipment. But otherwise, please feel free to request some tanks. Hello, Walhalla. All right. Let's see. Yeah, they're Chaffies. I thought their Chaffies were gonna push straight up there. Hello, Victor. Tomorrow actually begins the sandbox for that new epic battle. I forget what it's called, like Front Lines, I think they're going with for now. Ah, shit, I had an itch. Ooh, boy. Even if I hit him dead on. That's not impossible, but close to it. Hello, John and Craze, Uber and Dana. Well, the last I saw, there was actually 4. If there's more now, then obviously they have gained in popularity. Alright, M46, you actually gonna come back here, little bud? Probably not. It's just I can't really penetrate him. Thank you, Type 62. It's just I guess I'm just gonna give up here, because does not make sense at all for me to fight a VK 101P, honestly. Like, the armor on that thing is good enough if he can't hit the lower plate. It's honestly not worth fighting. I might get plinked by it here. I'm more concerned about getting this guy out than the light tank. I'm not too concerned about him. Less damage, not really a good map for light tanks either. Our team's capping though, so we should be able to. It's like just cap it, just win it. That's all you gotta do. Like. What the hell? I'll go after these little guys. Oh, sneaky little bugger. Still not gonna save you. Alright, don't think I'm gonna reload. I don't think they're gonna be able to reset, but I'll start chasing after these guys on the hill. Yeah, with their heaviest tanks heading to the hill, it was pretty easy for our team to cap out, especially without Artie. Which is usually why I head over to that side, but hey, without Artie it made sense for me to go to the center. Oh, you mean the opposite? I thought that you were saying that they gained. Well, that's good that they lost half their members. Honestly, though, as long as they're not on my team, I really. Yeah. I just hope they never end up on my team again. Hello, Bagheera or Bagheera. Yeah, the problem with the E50 and E50M on mines is oftentimes, since it's pretty small, most people you're fighting either close up or say on the hill and stuff, you're going to be able to get your lower plate hit just with the angle of that hill leading up to it. And people can hit your turret front too, which is very weak. Hello, Chipmunk. This isn't exactly the best map in the world for this, but I'm going to try this spot here and see where my team heads. There's not really any good spots, honestly, up in the north, at least very early on, unless a lot of people head up there, which I don't think is going to happen. I'm just going to set up very, very far back, which internet is still not fixed 100% yet, so here's the hope and everything goes kind of smooth. I should have set up somewhere else, because I don't think they're gonna get spotted down here now. Alright, so I'll switch this up a little bit. The amount of times I've seen this map in this thing, or the hydropneumatic suspension Swedish TDs, is too damn high. I like Paris, but not in this map in the least bit. I guess I could head towards that E5 and basically go down where the T-49 is and shoot him, but at this point, by the time I get there, he might come up to the north. Still haven't gotten the hang of these things. But that's why I kind of like them. They're a little challenging to play. Just curious what exactly my team's doing. I think this guy is not gonna die. Alrighty then, that was caught me a little off guard there. Yeah, why don't we make this interesting? I'll have to catch up on the chat in a second here. Ooh. That guy's just been sitting there, I think. Really hope Artie doesn't delete me, but there's a very limited amount of places Artie can be that can hit me. Shit, I should have set up this way. They should be able to push into this T-54 pretty easily. Let's say, because I'm kind of giving up shots down here. Nope, that T-54 is still alive somehow. Oh shit, that ST-1. Thanks a lot, dude. I thought he was running away because he saw where I was shooting him from, which, holy shit. How is this T-54 still freaking alive? Like, we had a VK there, a Leopard. At least my teams, they're doing decent elsewhere. Alright, I just gotta be aware that I can get flanked here. I think I might be better off helping them clear this smaller group over here. Whoa, 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 whoa. What did you think I was gonna do? Rush in there, guns a-blazing, and ram them? Like, that's why you don't drive directly behind your allies. It does a lot more harm than good. The only time I ever go directly behind people is either by accident or if they're in something like a heavy tank and I kind of expect them to block damage for me. Driving these things is not easy. But previous match, 3,300 damage. Yep. But yeah, I'm enjoying them so far. They're you know, they're pretty challenging, Chipmunk, but you know, I like them. There's something different. But pretty decent amount of damage, top 3. Really outside of their M46 Patton and T92, the rest didn't really pull their weight there, but pretty decent match. Hello, Rich. Which, if anyone, you know, wants to see anything specific, please let me know. They're called Unicum Police, but I don't really, as long as they're not on my team, like I said, I don't, like, I'll make videos naming and shaming them because they're freaking jackasses, but yeah. But yeah, they're four strong, but you gotta give them credit, they're sticking to their guns. It's not a crazy missile, I would definitely not use overpowered in a way. Literally, the Swedish TDs just have penetration and damage potential on their side. The Tier 10's the only one with any resemblance of armor for the most part. The Tier 9 can bounce some guns that are lower in caliber, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get up here. No, I'm going to have to cut my losses and push the 7 line, honestly. I'm a very big proponent of but yeah, I've tried it before. If I'm not towards the top of the spawn area, you're not able to really crest up over the hill in this, especially if your team doesn't have an overwhelming amount of people there. Hopefully the people that go over to the cap actually try to cap, though, because if they just sit there, that'll be really freaking annoying. What specials in particular? Hello, John. I think I said hi, Rich. If not, sorry. I'm just gonna slowly chip away at these guys. Like, really, I guess need them not to flank me, which I probably should focus on this defender first if he gives me shots, because he's literally the only one that can penetrate me, I believe. But I'm distracting 3 tanks here, so as long as my team pulls its weight over near the objective, we should be fine. But yeah, the KV-5 is just, he's pretty much just a meat shield right now. But probably should have held on to my shot, because the defender with APCR can cut through the Type 4. Not the Type 5, but only the Type 4 pretty effectively. Yep, here's a nice ammo rack. Granted, I'm using gold as well. Shit, I just let the T-29 get a cheap shot on me. It's just, now I have a T-54 lightweight behind me. Scorpion, hello. I'm not going to be happy here because the people on the cap, there's only 2 of them on the cap. There's not even enough to cap it out quickly. Like, literally, what are they doing? Like, I feel bad for the guys on the cap, but they could have capped it out, in all honesty, if they had just put 3 on it. But they decided just to put 2 and see how that goes. You know, with the rest of the people just literally sitting there. Hey, at least I killed the only tank so far. But if I had went the hill, honestly, I wouldn't be able to actually push up it. Another little ammo rack, gotta love it. But the ammo rack in this is pretty damn weak. Come on, you know you want to try to kill me. It's gonna be one of you guys. Yep, T-34. But, unfortunately, it was just my spawn spot. I would never have made it up there. Hello, 09. Lorraine? I played a Lorraine, but I can hop into a Lorraine now. But yeah, I can play the 1390. Yep, I can do the E75 as well. M41. See you, Floyd. Thanks for stopping by a little bit. Ah, nice. You finally got that FV215B. Yeah, it's not the easiest tank to play, but you know, I said it a few times. Just you gotta play it more. I hate to say the word tank destroyer because it's not, but you have to play it very safe. Like almost treat it like a mid-range tank in a way. Just until you kind of can see where the enemies are at and figure out where you best can apply your damage to. But in counter mode, like the caps there are just solely because there's a cap, honestly. Like the only way I even try to play for the cap for encounter is if I can put myself in a spot to actually shoot people, or if it's a little bit later on in the match. It doesn't make sense to go for it on Himmelsdorf there because it's very easy just to reset it. I'm just kind of waiting and seeing where the enemy is gonna wind up. There's no arty, so this spot's a little bit safer than usual here. Just I don't want to push over there and take a shit ton of damage. I'd rather the enemy honestly push through here and pop 4 shells into their side. We'll see if my team lets them know. Does not look like they're pushing the south as of yet. Granted, we don't really have much spotting down there. We do have an AMX 5100 all the way in the back. Yep, there's a T-32. I gotta keep my eye out for him. Come on. Shit. I thought I was going to be able to double tap him. Alright, I'm actually going to fall back and load here. You know, it's never a good idea to try to hill fight against a T-32. Better if you try to bring him over. My team does not seem to be trying that. This 5100's getting shot by the enemy 5100 and the T-32, so I'll try to sneak in here and shit. Oh, I'm not loaded. Plus I didn't actually hesitate there. I just changed from basically cruise control to manual. I just tapped the W and I guess the game thought I was stopping So I do have packet loss here. Who knows if it's World Tanks or my internet. God knows. Only God knows now. KV2. Bad choice. That's a bad choice as well. Let's see if I can get one more up here. Might as well just throw a shot that way. At least we're doing pretty well as a team. I have a grand total of apparently 268 damage right now. And I have 3 kills somehow. I'll take it. Wonder what's the lowest amount of damage someone's ever done with, like, getting Top Gun. Hello, TPG and a Grinder. I guess I'll head down this way. The rest of their team looks like they're camping somewhere in their base or in the back or something. That was a pretty dumb shot on my part. Uh-oh, I got myself into a bit of a pickle here. Yeah, holy shit, he's got premium APCR. I guess whatever floats your boat, buddy. But the reason, like, I carry some APCR just in case I'm against, like, a bunch of 10s. But you have 232 and then 263. Honestly, the difference, while it's about 30 millimeters a pen, it's not that big of a difference to justify loading it up unless you're against, say, like a mouse or something with a ton of armor on it. Yeah, I can add the T30 on. VK, I can do the VK 4502B if that's what you're asking, yes. Rick, honestly, I'm not gonna... I know what you're saying. I'm not, since my internet's working again, I'm not worried about it until... Like, it's annoying, but until, Comcast has to come out and run a brand new line, basically, to my house. And they still have to... They've been back pretty much every day since, my internet went out that one day. And they've been working on basically boxes because everything's buried here. All the connections in our neighborhood. I've seen a truck every day at them. So there's like 6 or 7 of them. Until they get all that done, though, you know, I'm not going to worry about it too much as long as my internet's actually up. But, yeah. Afterwards, though, if it still goes on, then I'll be tracing down where I'm dropping packets. So I'm glad it helped you out, John. If he's referring to the premium, I do not have it. I have a full tank request list in the video description below. You know, if you don't know what tanks I have, please take a look at that. I might end up ditching. And of course, I get hit in the first shot, and I tried turning left, and a freaking packet loss. Oh my god, the packet loss again. I'm trying to turn, and it's not letting me turn. At least I'm in a semi-safe position here. Oh my god, I'm glad I didn't flip over, but holy hell. I was trying to turn and my tank was just like going straight into the wall. Hello CJ, nice to see you. Yeah, probably. A lot of people, like when I poke around people's streams or see like a lot of people that like post videos and stuff on the forum, a lot of them, you know, from tier 8 to 10, not 9, run, I would say, 90 to 100% premium rounds. It's actually kind of sad that it's gotten to that point. I was kind of hoping someone would push around because it's a Comet and a T-20. I play the 1390 though on most maps, more of a damage dealer than an actual scout. Alright, I gotta... They're probably gonna push up there once I leave, but I see this T-28 needs taken out. I don't know why this Super Pershing is sitting back there, because he has shots on the bat chat, the T-20. Oh god. That's the second shot that I missed, which was all on me. Would have shot him if I, oh god, was not careful. I gotta love 0 damage critical hits. Can't help you out there, T-54. Somehow I'm still alive. Can't drive, can't shoot. That's alright. That's why I made, you know, a tank request list. That way it's a little easier. Plus a lot of you guys asked for it before I got that finished. It does make things a lot easier because, you know, I don't even remember some of the tanks I have. Shit. I just wasted another shot. Just what the hell are these guys doing? You can't cap out if the enemy is sitting basically within arm's reach of it. It doesn't help that, like, I didn't even want to go that far back with that last little juke I did backwards. I literally just tapped the button and I flung back like a lot further than I should have. We're probably going to lose, though, now. I'll put a little bit of... I should have hit 2 more shots than what I did. But yeah. I'm at a loss for words. Like how that T-29 and Bat Chat just kind of strolled right across there. I hate how tall the Oni is sometimes when you're driving them. I bet you that guy's a little angry. I know I would be. Can't kill the Borsig in one shot. Nah, Type 59 got me. Whoops. At least I just took out 2 more tanks. Hey, I did you guys a favor. You better win this one. Not that I think they are, but yeah. I'm glad I thought of that. I knew this guy couldn't point down to shoot me, so might as well kill the Patriot and then zip around, but only so much you can do there. Oh well. Hello, Whiskey, nice to see you. But yeah, some tanks it makes sense to do. Which, sorry, Bag, that you got banned by Nightbot. I know you weren't doing anything wrong there, but it will ban for auto caps. I probably should fix that a little bit and let me tweak that. I've got it I've got it set for 20. Why don't I push it up a little bit higher? There we go. I at least doubled it. That way it won't ban for stuff like that. But thank you very much, guys. It's always nice to get a little bit of ramming damage. Best German premium tank or medium premium Tazzy? I'd probably go with the PZ-58 Mutts. I don't think I'm missing any others of note. Even though there is the T-55A. That's technically German, but yeah, I would go with the Mutts. I hope it's a win, but oh god, I hope I don't run into the wall anymore either. I'm daydreaming in the chat. Honestly, the black version isn't worth getting picked up at all, Tazzy. Hello, B-Mavs. It's literally the same tank. What you should do, honestly, if you really want and like the black version, is you can find a mod that just swaps your tank model for the black one. I think people use, what is it, like Milky Man or Milkman's mod, and he does a lot of things as far as skins and stuff. I don't personally use any mods, but I could have hit him. Sorry, T62A. I will push up here though. We got plenty of people, even though I'm... That one was a little bit annoying that I bounced that. You should be dead. Yeah, honestly, nothing wrong with... Honestly, you could... Like, technically, I don't even classify saying that as a mod, but... Like, you could just go into your game files if you knew exactly what you're looking for. And, just pull that game, essentially the file from the Black Mutts' version, and drop it into the PZ-58 Mutts into that file and replace it, and it'll do the same exact thing. All the mod does when you download a skin mod for a tank is, you know, it doesn't delete that file. It'll just tell the game to replace it. That's going to be tough to get against or get around. Yeah, I would say as far as the German mediums, like Panther M10, P or P25 or T25, whatever it is, PZ25, I think, they're all pretty good. You know, they're definitely all different tiers, but I would say the Mutts is probably best for most people if they, you know, have the money to spend, just because you'll make more credits. They be camping hard. Like, literally, just ignore them. Like, ah, shit, I'm daydreaming again. I'm a little bit, a little tired. I didn't drink, like, any coffee or anything, and, you know, I've been up pretty long time. That hurt a bit. And I'm dead by already. I guess that's what I get for just haphazardly going around there. Still think they should ignore that T95. Sorry that was a kind of crappy match in the E75 though. So we got the M41 Grand Final. Whoops. Then after that, I'm gonna hop into a tank I need to do a double on. Oh god, I can't even find any tanks right now. I don't know how he did, honestly, unless it was the cupola or a high roll. Hello, nice couple. Nice to see you. Honestly, though, our team was just so hung up on the T95 that Artie's probably like, hey, this E75 is actually, he's not taking the bait. Let's just whack him. I would have did the same thing. But I had it come to me. I would say probably 75% of the time that you get hit hard by Artie and get killed by it, it's usually your fault. I know a lot of people might not like to hear that, but it's kind of the truth. Seeing if I can spot a little bit for my team here. It's usually a lot of the enemy tanks sit up on this little ridge line, but yep, there's that guy. Hey, he's loading APCR too. Woohoo! Awesome. I'm probably gonna die here. I'm gonna repair my engine because honestly, if I don't have my engine, I'm not really any good to my team. Gotta love, though, that T-49 just blind fired me, though. And somehow wasn't spotted. I knew that wasn't a smart choice to do my second pass there. Alright, see, it's move to doing some damage, though. Close to him. Come on, go forward. You know you're probably gonna get myself killed moving forward, but here's that little stinker. Shit, I am seen. Excuse me, Mr. Scorpion G. Even though I lost most of my HP, honestly, it doesn't change really how I'm gonna play it all here. I probably could swap the premium rounds here, but it wouldn't have helped me there. Come on. There's that little freaking building over there that was blocking my shots. Now I'll load up a little bit of heat. Ah, shit. I always forget about that. Oh, why do bridges like that have to be indestructible? That literally gets me like every single time I head over here. You can not do it, Defender. We have a TVP on the base, so... Come on, point my way. No! I got a little bit of damage in there, but outside of being punch and bag, which you don't get experience for, unfortunately, I didn't do too much else. But at least we got a win. Honestly, I missed half of that. You know, I can't, when I'm in lights, I can't read the chat very much, but I don't think I've missed any stuff here. At least we got some wins, though. Alright, so I need to do a double. Why don't I hop into the E50? And then, next up's the T30 after that. Honestly, most of the spots that people make videos for, they're almost all useless, honestly. Every now and again you know, catch someone up in a spot that is very annoying and might win a match, but most of the time you're actually hurting your team getting to some of those spots. Alright, is my team actually gonna focus straight on? Doesn't really look like it. I almost was about to hit that wall too. I was not turning that hard right. Wonderful. Granted, I was a little bit too far over to the right, so I kind of deserve that. I need a coffee. Guess I'm gonna pull back here because 90% of my team is camping. Doesn't make any sense for me to sit up there if I'm not gonna have any help to push. Might as well head over here because these guys will at least get pushed into. Although, looking at it here, I might try something a little bit different. Hello, Rich B and Abdul. Let's see if I can grab a little attention here. This might get me killed though. Hi.
Hi, party people.
Great. My E50M pulled back. Oh, I totally missed you. Oh, sorry, E50. Okay, I got that flicked back just in the nick of time. Just trying to get him tracked there. However, we got ourselves a Conqueror behind us. That guy's probably going to get me too, honestly. Yep. I don't know if I'll be able to get back here in time. Holy shit, our E50M. Nope, Conqueror got me. Really? Enemy ahead of me? Behind me? My team was sitting back there getting chewed apart by one Conqueror for the most part. Nothing I can do there. Oh god. Alright, so T30 up here. Alright. Hey, at least we got a different map. But yeah, after this I'm gonna try to do a couple more doubles. Honestly, had I camped, I would have got more damage, but I definitely wouldn't have been helping win. Alright, so I'm gonna push this way. This map's really tricky depending on where your team actually sets up. I don't miss playing the T-30. Unless you're talking about a heavy tank. But I'm getting a little bit more accustomed to it. I just gotta go into fights knowing that I'll miss about half my shots for no apparent reason. Alright, so my team is, I guess, camping E9. Alright, so I guess I'm just gonna push up here. It's really, we have nobody in between. Hopefully I don't get plinked here. It's just, yeah. But yeah, some matches, like, I don't really like the whole sit back and try to get as much damage as possible. I at least try to go into a fight knowing, like, I might be able to do something and help, but yeah. There's no changing that outcome. But you can't get worked up about it. Honestly, our south should be able to push extremely hard here. Awesome. There goes my med kit and my repair kit. Somehow they pushed freaking hard as hell into us. But yeah, our south, they got a -7 down there and an object 140. They should just be able to pretty much cut right through them and come right up through the center of the town. We'll see if that actually happens though. Yay, my shot actually went where I wanted it to. T95, definitely over. I actually think it's a little, I would say, since the speed buff, I would say it's a pinch overpowered now. And you know, I don't use that word very lightly. I really wish I had ammo rack, Joe. Yeah, they're gonna gangbang me. Nothing I could have done there, but we got this dude. Like, literally, dude. He's sitting there. Their team's over here, and there's one tank there, and an SPG back here. Maybe you should move. Moving along now. Hello, Mickey Mike. Nice to see you. Okay, I need to get... I got a 5x for that, but let me try to see. I need to get a Type 4 still. I got my 2 Swedish ones. That way I can get these done. But yeah, if there's any other requests, you know, feel free to mention them. I will gladly get to any requests that you guys have. I'm honestly not excited for the whole cooldown things, AZ. In a way, they're gonna bump up the amount of credits you spend per game on average. Honestly, if a T95 lets you get close to it in a tortoise, not to say, you know, you can't kill one close up, but a T95 in its current state, I would say, is a little bit broken. Really, the only counters to it is already getting flanked, which the speed buff, but particularly the traverse speed getting buffed as well, that makes it very hard to get flanked if you actually play it you play it aggressively, but you want to play it, you know, where there's least the least amount of chances for an enemy to be able to flank you easy. So you don't want to go, say, spots like, you know, where there's a bunch of buildings, so where people can get behind you, stuff like that. It actually plays pretty decent in open ground, but you need at least like a rock where you can kind of set up on. That way, if you do start getting arted, you can fall back a little bit. But, you know, it definitely has its counters, but right now, it's a little bit too quick, especially when you, say, compare it to like a Type 4 here, something like that. The T95 shouldn't be as quick as it is. Don't get me wrong, it definitely needed the speed buff, but it didn't need both a speed buff and a traverse buff. I think if it keeps both, they just need to drop the speed from, I think it's at 20 now, down to like 18. That would be a little bit more reasonable, which it doesn't sound like a lot, but it will make a pretty big difference. Hello, Armas. I do not have the JPZ, unfortunately, Aria. Sorry. I do have a tank request list. It's in the video description below. It'll pop you over to my website, WoTguru.com. Has all the tanks I can play on the stream. Yeah, I can play the E50, the Lukes, and the 113. I can get to them. Alright, IS3. Are you staying up at the corner, or are you falling back? Wanted to hit the T10 because there's a module I would like to hit right there. Alright, Malshin, I'm assuming that this guy is gonna pull back a little bit. I almost said pull back. Doesn't help though that I can't really do this much because packet loss, I'm turning a lot more than I want to sometimes and not turning enough other times, so I'm afraid I'm gonna like go sideways to an enemy at some point, which I don't know why this Malshin is playing as safe as he is right now. I'm gonna have to scroll through and get all the requests down before I forget them after this. I'm gonna save my repair kit here. Just whack him on top of his turret for a bit more damage. And we should be good to go here. It looks like we have they broke through the norths a little bit, but I think we'll be fine. I'm just going to help finish off this Super Pershing. Or Dem 103, whatever comes first. Doesn't look like, you know, the T-54 and them push the base, so I'm just going to keep on moving forward here. I'm going to actually see if I can get a shot on this Strev. He's over there. I'll shoot at the guy that was actually shooting at me. Alright, the tortoise doesn't look like it's... Nah, he's not going to get... So I'm just going to head straight up to the center. Just in the off chance that they need me, but I don't think they will. You know, we're up by so many tanks here. Alright, so E50 again, Luke's 113, I think the RU-251. I'm sorry, Uber. The T95 is definitely not overpowered then. It needs a buff since you just bought it. I'm just kidding. I don't think that they're going to nerf, honestly, the T95 or the mouse as soon as I thought they would, but they are overperforming a pinch. Even the Malshin and VK101P is. But yes, you know, even if I think they rebalance it, it's still going to be very good. I definitely enjoy playing it now when I do play it. But I honestly, I think the traverse buff that it got is basically by getting a better engine. Even with, if they had left the speed of what it was, it makes all the difference with preventing yourself getting flanked. Hey, I love that people were just sitting there shooting at me, so. Yep, I can get to the 183, Kelly. Alright, we got some more wins here. Awesome. Pretty decent amount of damage. Barely lost some credits. I'll take that, though. Alright, so next up here, the next crest is the E50. So, that actually works out well. So I'm almost done my 100% credit booster. That works out very well there. I'd honestly keep the traverse too, but I don't think they'll reduce it down to its old speed. I think if they do touch it, it will be just a pinch on the speed. Honestly though, while I think it's a little bit broken, it's not as broken as say the mouse is. I can play the T28 Proto to Gary. I can do that. Hello, D-Pan. Well, the main reason... Low-flying aircraft? Maybe you hear something? Am I going crazy? Honestly, I think it just is with the new Wargaming balancer. He seems to not think as ahead as he might need to. I'm trying to phrase that without trying to insult the person, but the guy did flip a ATV on him riding up a wall. Still can't find that video though. I look for it every now and then. Honestly, I know Rita has it. Maybe I should ask her. She's the one I saw who posted it initially. Yes, Vinny, I can get to that. Which, I think with the amount of requests I have now, I might not be able to do too much more after that one. Hello, Pesmed. Yes, I got the 105 finally on this. Don't really want to keep shooting different tanks, but I'll keep doing it if it means I'm not gonna have to push out as far. Granted, I am not already safe here. It looks already safe, but it really isn't. I didn't like that shot there. Let's hope he bounces or misses. I'll take a miss. Like bounces, but I like when they don't hit me even more. I really need to stay in the fight here, or else we are going to be completely overrun because we have people camping in that the TD spot, and there's nobody over there. Up, I'm tracked sideways. I'm dead. I thought my only chance here was honestly to run away like a little sissy to my left. We see how well that worked out here. Let's see if I maybe can get... Nope. I just... Let me go over to... There's a T-54 over this way. I don't get why people sit in this area. Like, it makes sense for a TD, maybe 2 TDs at most. When you have people pushing here, there's only one one enemy there. Like, yeah. Anyway, though, at least I did, what, 3,700 damage, but it still sucks that we're going to lose. Which, thank you very much, John, for the tip. Levi is happy, even though Levi ditched me. I think he was very happy that Ryan made it home. She's been gone for most of the day. Madden, I just said right before this I can't do too many tank requests, and you just requested, I think, like 5 or 6 tanks. Sorry, I might be able to get to some of them, but I definitely can't get to all of them. I only go to 9 p.m. here. See you, Wahala. Thanks for watching. Yeah, that was. I remember that match, Nice Cuppa. That was. Oh, I was actually really proud of that. Yeah, I don't blame him for ditching me, but I think he ditched me because she had dinner. Good night, Lord Chipmunk. Trust me, I know that feeling. This is kind of my... after this week, my stream schedule might change a little bit. I mentioned it a few streams ago, but this is kind of my last week where the restaurant's not like 100% open. So I'm still going to be streaming, hopefully 4 days a week, but it might have to change up a little bit depending on what days I'm going to have off. Yes, I guess auto-aimed. And yes, it was the best choice for me right there in that specific situation. Hopefully our RD is very good at aiming. Ooh. I would have shot him if I thought I had a shot. I was surprised that he could actually hit me there. Honestly. He might finish me off here. Thank you very much for the subscription, Sour Grapes. He's kind of ruining my mojo here. Yep, I need to cut and run. I'd rather be out in front of campers, that way I can do damage and spot for damage while I'm at it. If I dodge a couple more shots, I'll be good. I'm not too sure though. I should be unspotted in a second. Thank you for the subscription, Arya. Oh, Jesus, I made it. I don't know how long I'm going to make it here, but I'm trying to spot. I've got 211 damage to... Oh, God, I don't want to turn left. Don't turn me left, packet loss. I don't know how I didn't get any more damage than that, but that's why we're losing. Our Artie must not really have RNG on their side this match. Oh, and SU-152 is aiming the wrong way. Hello? Hello? There's tanks right behind you. Like... Really, Hellcat? You gotta ruin my fun here. Yeah. Ain't nothing I can do being a scout and, you know, no one hitting the targets that I'm spotting. Okay, so we got the 113 up next. But yeah, that was a little depressing there. Alright, so I got a free experience. Let me just pop a credit one. I'm not going to use a... actually, maybe I will. I still got an hour. Why don't I do that? Alright, so next up is the 113. But that was actually downright depressing that I didn't get any more assist damage than that. So... I wouldn't be able to buy any tanks then, John. I know you're joking, but holy hell, that would be expensive if I load it all gold. But that's why, you know, I play light tanks, but a lot of times lights aren't the most practical. The next patch is definitely going to help lights out a lot just with the different matchmaking, but right now they, you know, being bottom tier like that, I would say even if you spot it like that, I didn't do the best job I could have spotting people, but I was fairly proficient there. It's just you live and die by your team, and unfortunately there, you know, I don't blame them. Like, our 3 Arties could have just got the worst RNG possible, and yeah. Disclaimer, I am, oh god, terrible in the 113. Especially when I just barely tap frickin' right and I go careening into the wall because of packet loss. That is the word of the week, packet loss, and how it hates Cody. Oh heavens. We have a lot of people in the town, and yep, they be pushing. That's not a good sign if our team lets the C100 up. This is gonna hurt. See, my only hope there was to get him to hit my turret front and the upper plate, even though I was showing my lower plate a little bit more than I wanted to. And I shot the ground. That's on me. Shit, dude, what are you doing? Like, literally, what are you doing, T-54? Yeah. That's not smart. Not smart at all. Yeah, I'm using heat, but yeah, sue me. I guess if they're pushing, I'm gonna push. Makes sense now, but the T-54 E1, I don't know what he was on, but yeah. I should have taken the shot when I had it. Yag Tiger, shoot. Shoot. Thanks. I guess I'll push. Very nice. Now let's plop my little butt on the cap, because they're going to go after the Type 4. I really don't feel like driving that far, so I'm just going to hopefully suck them back towards us. I really hope he can't get out there without me not seeing him again. Oh shit, he actually pushed out there. Thank you. Should I leave the cat? Honestly, there's not enough HP over there. I'm just gonna... I might have got 2 more shots worth of damage, but shit, I guess missed that. So, I would have been able to get him, but I was trying not to get out of the cap if something got messed up. I would say that the Luke's is a cute tank. Exactly. Like, at times I feel bad. Wargaming is offering stuff in the garage now. Too bad. I would have got whatever that was. Probably not, but yeah, pretty decent match there. You know, I felt bad for using heat there only because without heat, I wouldn't have been able to pen that E100 2 times at the very least. I would have changed my aiming up where I aimed because heat rounds, just aim at the turret. That way you don't hit any side armor. But, yeah, at the very least, like, if I was against the Tiger 1, no heat rounds there. See you, Pezmed. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good day. Thank you, Armus. So next up, I got the 183. I got the T-28 Proto, M6 Mutant. And I'm going to try to do another double after that. I got the Indian Panzer. I also have the VK101P I'm grinding. And then after that, I'll see how much time's left. Honestly, I almost always go to the center road, Nice Cuppa, if I'm in the northern spawn on that map. I think that was the northern spawn. It's just a better spot to go to. That side has an advantage getting into it because it's 1 square closer to the spawn. You see me go there in lights, TDs, mediums, pretty much anything. If I'm on the other side though, I don't. I either go far into the field or basically town side. But that side, it's, you know, it's definitely slated towards that cap to push the center. Honestly, my team does not look like they're coming over to this side, but at the very least, I'll get a couple spots in. There's no arty, so me spotting over here is not all that useful. So let's see if I can see anything over this way. I just need to find a bridge. Oh god, this is not good that I'm spotted already. Drift. Drift like half the team staring at you. There we go. I got a team that can aim this time, guys. This might get me damaged here. It's got a lot of people on the other side of the castle, so I kind of have to take that into account here. Whoops. Holy shit, that guy has got ammo racked. He got direct fire nuked. Just annoy them a little bit and head this way. That other side looks like it's gonna do pretty well. Tisk, tisk. No fire extinguisher. How many times do I say that every stream? Like, I feel like it's at least once or twice a stream that I say that somebody needs a goddamn fire extinguisher. Ooh, that hurt. That ISU shot. That really hurt there. Alright, time to go to the... Oh god. He'd be following me. Surprised I haven't fallen into the water, rammed the wall and flipped over. At least the packet loss isn't too bad right now. I love how fast this thing is though. You can get across the map. Blink of an eye. Go, very nice. It's like I know what I'm doing. Oh my lord. Silly T-44. That guy is straight up drowned himself. I guess I... Or not. I guess I could shoot this T-32, but... Shit. I had an opening. Alright. Why don't I make this interesting again? Hello, Evil Genius. And Hayden, nice to see you. Auto aim for the win. Until I die from those people. Oh god, he's pushing back. Really? He didn't even aim there. That's lame. Granted, I wasn't moving at full speed, but still, that's lame. Still a pretty fun match nonetheless, and at least we're going to get a win. So up next is, I think it was the FV 215B 183. I think that was a request for that. And after that, I got the T28 Proto. Thank you very much, John. Yeah, I think by the time I get through these requests, I still have 2 more, plus I have, I think I have at least 2, maybe 3 tanks I need to double. It'll probably be close. I can't go past 9 today, unfortunately. It's like Tuesday stream. I start at 9 a.m. and I go to 12 noon. I might be able to go a pinch longer then. But yeah, my night streams, typically I can't stretch them out as far right now. Which way? I guess I'm gonna go this way. It's just the amount of TDs plus Artie. I don't think the 1 to 2 line is going to be very pleasant. But if I get spotted early enough here, I'm just going to die before I even do anything. I know. Russian tank with big gun. Nah, just throw it down. It'll go straight and hit your target. Might even curve while it's at it too. Honestly, I'm pretty excited. Like, even though I have a lot of stuff I need to do tomorrow around the house, I'm probably going to pop on Sandbox to test out that new game mode a bit, the 30 versus 30 mode. I'm really interested in that. I really hope it goes smoothly and people stick with it. I hope they implement it where I think what Wargaming's doing with it is when it, if, or I should say when or if it releases on the live server, like this is going to be like at least a couple patches here. I hope they treat it like encounter mode and stuff like that, to where it's just opt in, to where if you have it checked when you're in random battles, you get added to it. That way it's not a separate mode and a separate queue. I think that would be the best bet. Like, you might not always see it, which, you know, that's a problem. But I think if they could do that, that would be very nice. Or if they made it, you know, its own little game mode and queue, they would have to definitely make it worthwhile credit-wise. I'm about to get whacked here. Or not. Thanks for missing Captain Azerbaiджani. Surprised I didn't 100% botch that. E100, you got a shot? Better than pulling in front and getting shot from him. Yeah, I probably should have aimed in more. Alright, time to swap the AP. Well, Uber, I would say this, honestly, the World of Tanks 2.0 thing, if and when they ever do it, like, I would say it's really far down the pipeline now. Yes, they'd probably have larger maps. Honestly, though, World of Tanks, say 2 or 2.0 or whatever, it's not to say scrapped, but it's pretty much off of Wargaming's list right now as far as things they're doing. They pretty much flipped, you know, the new graphics render. There's now this new Frontlines game mode. If you notice, there's a lot of new stuff coming out this year. They pretty much flipped, I guess, the team and assets that they were working on for World of Tanks 2 into World of Tanks. Come on, you're blocking me, dude. Like, I hate when people do that. I don't know if you were trying to block to save me, but honestly, you were just hurting me there, because I could have killed him before he shot me. The next patch, 9.18, I would probably say 2 weeks from now, because the test server is still up for it. Thank you for the subscription, Aiden. I don't think Wargaming will ever go to tier, like, higher tiers. Like, stretch it out to tier 11, 12, 13. Like, there is a possibility, but honestly, I don't think that they would. But, you know, I could be wrong. It's just they've talked about it at some point to where right now the game, I forget how large the HC game file is, but it's not to say it's maxed out, but say if they stretched the game to tier 13. Awesome, Artie. Wonderful. Still did 3,000 damage, 1,400 spotting, but hey, props to that guy for aiming. He knew where he was aiming. Give him credit. But basically, if they stretch the game out that far, HD models of games of tanks are pretty large as far as the file size. I don't think they will do that, only because you're asking people to like download. I don't even know how much the game file is now, but it would get to the point where it would be, I would say, not a return for their investment, because a lot of people, not to say they don't care about it, but I would say they would just save it and push it back and come out with another tank game. But if it was me, personally, what I think Wargaming should do, which let me get to tank here. If I was them, honestly, I would remove tier 1, tier 2, possibly even tier 3. Keep that as kind of like a, I don't know, training mode or against AI, like kind of like a tutorial. Possibly even just include them in like historical battles. Add a little game mode with that, with AI in it, where you could, you know, play tier 5 tanks and there's a bunch of like PZ1C stuff like that. Because a lot of people want the whole co-op and AI thing, like that Armored Warfare has. Like World of Warships has it. It's even in the tutorial for World of Tanks, so why can't you get a game mode out of it? I think they should remove that, bump down all the tiers currently in the game, and then I think it makes sense to kind of add on slightly newer tanks after the current tier 10s. But that's a really big change to the game. But you know, if I had a thought as to what I would do if I wanted to kind of reinvent the game in a little bit instead of create a whole new game, that's what I would go with. Which, shit, this is encounter mode. I'm sorry, Pershing. There's no Artie. I'm not going to the flag in this. I'm bottom tier, and it's slow as shit. I'm gonna stay up here. Yeah, Armored Warfare, they're coming out with the whole rebalance, or basically they're changing the game and removing Artie. Honestly though, the game is, I would say, 100%, not to say dead, but even PvE is almost dead on the NA server, and that was like the last saving grace for the North American server. I'm about to die. No, we're not. It's just my team. We had people here and they all ran away. This is gonna be awesome. This is not a good match for me though. Being the prototype's good, but its armor only works against tier 8s and possibly 9s without premium rounds. So once you throw in a match with a lot of 9s and some 10s in it, I'm cringing here. It's only 1150 HP to start with. Honestly, I don't know 100% bag, but anybody that does have any knowledge about what Wargaming was working on, their next tank game, is bound by an NDA that Wargaming will ruin your life if you talk about it. There are, I think, 2 other games though that Wargaming bought up. I think it's Wargaming Seattle that's working on something very different for Wargaming that's supposed to be like their next big game. I don't know when that'll be finished though. But at least what I can say or guess about World of Tanks 2.0 that is kind of pushed off now, instead of I think they were shooting for it to release in, say, like 2 years, give or take a little bit from this point. I think they were going for something basically continuing on World of Tanks, you know, larger maps though. Not to say Armored Warfare, but they essentially wanted to take, say the era that Tier 8 tanks are around and then stretch that up to modern tanks. But not actually go like super modern, if that makes sense. Come on, little turret. Thank you, Scorpion. You are my saving grace right now. I need to back off though. This Emil 2 is not gonna wait forever. Here he comes. You got one lick on me. Yep. Shit, this T10's coming around. T44. Yeah, I'm dead. I was a little bit more over angled than I wanted to be, but yeah. Here's hope that doesn't bite us, but yeah, unfortunately, this Scorpion G is probably gonna fall. That's slightly terrifying, Mickety Mike. But I'll try another match in the prototype since that was a kind of lame match. Essentially, Armored Warfare, the gist of it is I don't know what my team was doing there. They were waiting for, I guess, me to kill the Emil. I guess, I don't know. But Armored Warfare, they fired Obsidian. Obsidian wanted to make changes to the game, but what is it, my.com basically fought them every step of the way. They wanted basically to solely care about the Russian server of Armored Warfare, and pretty much as the game went on, NA server can't play PvP anymore. It's just PvE, and even that, the queue times are like a few minutes, I think. EU server, I believe that is not dead, but I think PvP on that is actually pretty much dead outside of prime time. And yeah, they're just, I've talked about it a lot, Armored Warfare. I don't want to go on about it much. Like, people like that game. People like War Thunder. Me personally, I don't see the point in playing them if I play World of Tanks. Armored Warfare, though, was just feeding off of, hey, we're the same as World of Tanks, but we're different. Come, you know, come play us. World of Tanks sucks. And they always catered to that sense, I feel like. And I don't even think it was just the developers that were pushing it. I think it was more the publisher that pushed that, and also the player base. And Armored Warfare kind of suffered from that because they were always kind of playing, say, catch up to wargaming. Holy shit, I thought I shot the wall. But yeah, you know, if you're coming out with practically the same game in a sense, and literally the main thing you're pushing the game, the platform, is, hey, we don't have arty. Nope, ain't gonna do it for the, you know, critical mass of players that you need to make a game successful. Guess I'll take some damage there. I have literally no idea what the enemy team is doing, but it actually scares the shit out of me because I think my team, I don't know what exactly, like, what are these guys doing? Honestly, like literally, what are they doing? They're just kind of sitting there. Well, they were a little bit different. Honestly, though, I was kind of excited for Armored Warfare. I tried it in the beginning. I made, I think, a couple videos of it, but honestly, the game, though, while it was different than World of Tanks and similar, to me it was just a crappy knockoff that, you know, banked on modern tanks and different arty, and every tank to me felt the same. It was pretty boring. The maps, while they were large and pretty, to me, you know, the game's not fun if it's, you know, just eye candy without the maps being like. I like World of Tanks because it's a little bit arcadey, because, you know, arcade games are fun. Just to kind of, they're competitive. They're not too serious. Alright, they swapped over to all gold. Yep, I saw that one salvo too late. But anyway, I'm not going to talk about it all stream because everyone has their opinions, but not to sound conceited, my opinion's right here. At least in the sense of why Armored Warfare didn't do well for a game. But I'll leave it as, I know why people like playing Armored Warfare. Honestly, I kind of like the PvE, the harder difficulties, but they didn't attract the large enough mass to sustain it outside of the Russian server. I guess I am justified in shooting APCR here since they're both chucking premium shells. And I'm dead though. Gotta love it though. Tank with armor, double tap too. And honestly, I hope we really don't lose here, but yeah. That's a little frustrating. But yeah, I need to not rant anymore. Alright, so I'm going to do a match and a prototype, and then I need to get some doubles done. Hey, we won a prototype match, so awesome. Even though we won it, that was a pretty mundane thing there. Well, to touch on that, the whole in Armored Warfare, you don't have to wait on the chieftain. They also did something like come get a Type 59 if you log in. You got one, like the legendary Type 59. Again, they were just playing catch up and sucking off of World of Tanks popularity. They're essentially a leech, and the thing about leeches, this is probably gonna sound really corny, is, you know, if you're the, you know, say, if you're the person with a leech on you, all you do is you can flick it away and kill it, or you squash it. That's how easy it is to get rid of one. You know? But Armored Warfare, you know, best of luck to them, and people that play it, I hope it doesn't close down the servers on, like, say, NA and stuff, but yeah. Thank you for the subscription, Asian person. I can't read that. Well, yeah, War Thunder, they're introducing. They did an April Fool's game mode, but they had helicopters for it and also modern tanks. They're introducing modern tanks into the game and also helicopters. It was kind of like a April Fool's mode / preview. Yeah, we're actually doing this. But I have nothing against War Thunder. I don't really like it, but I know why people like it. It's a little bit more realistic than World of Tanks, but to me it's, at least the tank side is very, it's, if you think World of Tanks is a grind and a money sink, that game is, I would say, at least 5 times worse. And to me it's not as balanced as and fun as World of Tanks. But, you know, I would definitely say if I had to pick between Armored Warfare or that guy's coming in way too hot. Armored Warfare or War Thunder, I would suggest War Thunder to people. I shouldn't have done that. I thought he was going to shoot me. But, you know, I tested War Thunder out. I actually spent, I think, like $15 or something on it. Thought the plane side was fun, but I don't really like too many plane games. Like World of Warplanes is fun every now and again, but definitely not, you know, something for me to play as like a main game. Oh God. You deserve to die. If you somehow hold us back, IS-3, shame on us. Are you gonna come out again? Alright. Anybody? No? Alright. Actually, we're probably gonna lose this, honestly. Only so much damage you can do. Thank you, IS-3. I'm trying Tiger 1. That didn't help. Alright, that was one already. They still have one more. I kind of just gotta... kind of have to go for it here. I'm gonna get flanked by an SU-100 or SU-122-44 anyway here in a second. So, might as well just say screw it and go for it. A little bit more interesting match though, I would say. Probably gonna die by Artie here before I get back, but I'm making my last stand. Angle. Not too much though. Holy crap. This is why the T-28 prototype is so much fun compared to the standard T-28. Don't think I'm going to win this though. Honestly though, they're at our base already. I don't think I'm going to get this, but maybe I'll try heading back to the base and see what happens. There's still 10 minutes left. I just think I'm going to get caught with my pants down, unfortunately. It's just got no side and no rear armor. But the gun on it is ridiculous, and kind of like the T-95, when they buff the speed, it makes this tank play a little bit differently. Come on, Speed Demon. Artie, I really want you to honestly just run away, but I know it's not on him that he's caught in that position. Shit. Ah! There's a wild SPG behind me. I'm dead. Yep. They be coming around the mountain for me. Yeah, this SU-8 is gonna pop up on my left here if he was smart. Or if he is smart. Yeah, and the Jackson got me. I tried. I got 6,000 damage somehow, but... oh, Lord. The T28 Proto, I would say, is the better of the T28s. Hey, I completed a personal mission though. I think I completed a TD-15 maybe? Maybe not, but Ace Tanker, Top Gun, High Caliber, on a loss. Oh my god, I actually think I did more damage than my entire team combined. Yeah, I'm not doing the math right now and then, but I would venture to say I did more damage with my entire team. But yeah, props to those guys. Unfortunately, one tank can't win them all. So yeah, it was a pretty. Which one did I complete? Ah, yeah, I did complete TD-15 on a loss with honors. I improved upon it. Holy crap, that was a pretty fun match. Thank you very much, guys. But yeah. Yes, I'm just going to go say that they did not do 6,000 damage. Thank you very much for the request, Gary. And he requested that on Discord. I'm glad I saw that. Thank you again for the request, because this match was... That was well worth revisiting the T28. I don't even care that I lost. That was such a fun match. But anyway, moving on to... I got to do a couple doubles here. Hopefully I can get them done. But yeah, anyway. Okay. Let's get to what I gotta do. VK 100.01. I should have, I needed to remember to clip this out here as well. That's definitely a match worth saving. Not my best shot. Okay, I still gotta work on the top engine, I believe, for this. I think I need to go for that, but there we go. Got that clipped out. Hello, Ronnie. Nice to see you. Yes, I do. No pass. Unfortunately, I'm not really taking requests right now because I got to do a double on this, and I believe the Indian Panzer, I'm only going until 9, so I don't think I have time for any more requests. Hello, John. Nice to see you too. Yeah, I think I have time for maybe 2 battles here, including this one, maybe 1 more. So I'm just trying to get some doubles since it's a 5x weekend. See you, Poser. Thank you very much for watching. Yeah, I don't even think I used... Did I use any APCR that match? Maybe 1? I don't think I really used any. Not that you need much APCR in a T28 Proto when you're top tier. But the gun on that thing is just... I would say the standard T28 is... Oh, that tank is so clunky with how long it is. But I like the prototype over it. The previous match, John, was pretty good. Which is what I was talking about, but... No, I need the top engine on this. That's why I'm trying to get a 5x done. I got everything else, you know, Top Gun and everything. I already have all that researched. It's just the engine, and I popped the tracks on so I can equip everything on it. But yeah, I don't think I've ever completed TD-15 on a loss. It's typically doing that amount of damage and kills. Typically you win it, but yeah, I think the enemy team has decided to go the other direction, which thank you very much, John, for the subscription. I'm just gonna push here. Really, they have TDs that can pen me, unfortunately, but surprise! You're gonna try to flank me, and I'm gonna hate you. Ooh, I'm gonna really hate you because... Oh, wait. Never mind. He's actually pushing around to the T20. If you guys can't kill him... I'm gonna be very embarrassed for you. Holy crap. How is that guy still alive? I have no clue how this guy's still alive. Well, now I know not to trust the T20 or the Lorraine. Don't know how the T150 penned me. I guess he hit me on a lower plate twice. That's really the only viable weak spot. Viable. Blah. Kinda grumbled that out. Ooh, awesome, Lorraine. Now, please don't die down there. There's a Scorpion G somewhere I can't see. He's pretty much that way, I believe. I guess I'll start working my way off this side, but RD's a concern for me. The amount of HP I have left. This tank actually has one of the highest win rates on the NA server currently for normal tanks, not counting premiums. Ah, God, that was... there I go, trying to pull a little tidbit out of my brain. I've seen some of Klaus's videos named that. I guess I actually could do one called that. That's actually pretty catchy. But I don't know. I try not to, outside of my World of Jackasses videos, but those people actually deserve it. Yeah, I wouldn't want to offend anybody who's on my team just having a bad match. Because I have those matches, you know, you pull out and just ka-plunk, you're dead. I didn't exactly play very well this match. Ooh. I'm going to venture to say I have about... never mind. Let's say I have about a second to live here. I could feel RD on a TV aiming at me. Good thing we have going for us right now is if he can kill that Strev, we can probably kill this T25. And also their RD, and that leaves a Scorpion G and a FV4202. Can't believe I'm... Hopefully I didn't miss anything in chat here. John, I play World of Warships and World of Warplanes a pinch here or there. It really depends on my free time. If I can play any games outside of World of Tanks. It's usually, because I work a ton, I'm a sous chef, so my season's just starting here because I live in a seasonal resort town. I typically, I would say 95% of the time I'm playing is World of Tanks in a game, unless it's winter. But I play Overwatch, Battlefield 1, Civilization 6? Yeah, 6. I haven't played that in a while though, because I start a game there and there goes 30 hours of your life. And I'm kind of sitting out on the side. Ah, God, he gets moved too. God damn you. I don't know. We have a Udez sitting up on the frickin' mountain thinking he's... Come on, dude. Get off your frickin' mountain and come help us. Thank God. Like, you're literally not helping anybody up there. Like, shit, he's gonna kill me. Ooh, at least I got a shot on him. Oh, there we go. Awesome. Because he's throwing premium APCR. He's actually over there, believe it or not. I would reckon to say he's going to come from this side, but I could be wrong. I was about to say, if I get reset, we are screwed. Like, we are screwed if I get reset, because they're probably not going to be able to kill him. I'm just going to honestly sit here and hide. I would rather take the safe win than screw it up here. Granted, he's pushing. Thank you, Udez. Very nice. Hello, PZK. Essentially, a sous chef is you have person that runs the restaurant, executive chef, sous chef under them. So you pretty much do almost the exact same thing, except for you're not on the hook for everything. That's the way I see it. But it's my family's restaurant, so my brother is the executive chef. I'm the sous chef, and hello guys. I guess don't have too much time here. I'll send you. Yeah, I just don't have too much time here. One more match here, unless this ends very quickly. Which, thank you for timing that guy out. I will actually get rid of that guy and block him. The person spamming there. Thank you very much, John. I'm pretty decent at World of Tanks. I hope I would be after having a website teaching people how to play it for a very long time. Like right now, you know, I mainly do breakfast and lunch. You know, it's nice having someone in charge, always there during a shift, and my brother comes in for lunch/dinner. But you know, for the most part, what our restaurant is a lot of people that come to Cape May, where I live. You know, it's just like, not to say you get your rich clientele, but it's like the average family resort essentially. And, you know, we pretty much make the, you know, standard stuff for breakfast. You find some fancy things, like we have stuffed French toast, a bunch of different Benedicts, omelets, stuff like that. But I would say our food, it's more geared towards seafood, because I forget where we rank, but it's one of the biggest ports, believe it or not, as far as seafood on the East Coast, or at least the Northeast of the U.S. I didn't actually know that for a while. But I heard it. I'm like, that actually makes sense. But, yeah. Even though I'm sous chef, I cook pretty much every single day I'm there behind the line. You know, most restaurants aren't big enough to have people that, you know, as far as chefs, not cook behind the line. Believe it or not, even though I don't sound very mean at work, I technically, or not technically, I pretty much do yell at people. Only if they deserve it, though, honestly. I don't sugarcoat things. Okay, I'm staring down a T110E3 who's gonna be able to push into me here. I don't know what this Gorilla and Tiger 2 are doing back there, but oh shit, I guess I almost went off the cap because of the frickin' packet loss. Like, I definitely just went off the cap there on purpose, but holy frickin' shit, I hate packet loss. I'm gonna get shot again here, I might die. Really, that's my only escape though. It's just we had the tanks to push there, it's just they're all hiding. We lost the valley, which isn't that important, but nothing more I hate when I'm a E3 is getting tracked, but honestly I do not trust this team at all to be able to get damage on him, so I'm actually gonna skedaddle here, hopefully. I really hope someone doesn't move there to spot me. Yeah, they will. That's not good. Do I want to fight an E4 and a VK4502B? Hell no. But it's better than plinking away at an E3 and not getting anywhere. Yes, Rick. I haven't caught up everything in chat, but yeah, Rich S came and saw me. He actually vacationed to Cape May even before, you know, popping into the stream. It was nice meeting him. Got to try some of Ryan's cheesecake. Not in the face. Avenge me! Holy crap! He did a 0 damage critical hit. Please, no one behind me shoot me. Somebody did, but I bet they bounced. Oh god. How did he not get spotted? That little bastard. Yep, he got me. He's got the small gun on him. If he didn't have the small gun, I would have been able to get to him. I didn't notice that until after I died. This is my last match though, because I can't go any later than this. At least it's gonna be a win. Alright, why don't I pop over to the RU here? The name of the restaurant? Lethea's restaurant. You can also look up just the Inn of Cape May. I like the Indian Panzer, John. It's pretty much identical to the PZ-58 Mutts too. They're both pretty damn good. John, I think everyone here has heard of Armored Warfare. It's pretty much dead though. I talked about it earlier. NA server, EU server, not too many people play it. World of Tanks clone, nah, not worth the time. Yes, Rich. That's a pretty good joke. I don't even know what to call that. But very funny. I wish I could make something in the shape of a tank. It's just I even have more responsibilities this year. My dad's kind of not retiring, but he does he's essentially a food and beverage manager for the most part. He's stepping back a little bit. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, guys. Yeah, I love the lobster omelet, honestly. If waitress messes it up and one comes back, I'll eat the shit out of that. But this year I'm actually adding. I'm doing. Since we're talking about the restaurant, I could talk about it for a second. I'm adding pita, essentially, not to say sandwiches, but essentially not a pita pocket. Pita pockets suck. Actual pita, essentially folded over, but stuff on the inside. I've got a few of them kind of working on an Italian one. I'm naming it Buon Appetito. A French one, Vive la France. Smoked salmon one that's going to be Danish. I forget how to say it. It's like Roget Laks. It means smoked salmon in Danish. And I think I can't write Arabic on the menu. No one would understand it like a Far East one with like hummus and eggs and vegetables. But doing that for breakfast and a few things for lunch as far as them go too. They're freaking delicious. Who doesn't like a pita? So, but anyway, thank you very much. I would say I prefer oysters. Yes, it is Mickey Mike. If you just look up in Google, honestly, Alethea's restaurant or the Inn at Cape May, they're on to both the same websites since we own both of them. But anyway, thank you very much, guys, for watching. I will be back Tuesday morning, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. And then I also, yes, that John. I was just trying to pronounce it semi-correctly. But Wednesday and Thursday I stream a little bit later, 7 to 9 p.m., same time as today. Don't think I'll be popping on tomorrow. Like, I'm going to try to sandbox server out a little bit in that new game mode, but I don't think I'll be able to stream it or make videos because Wargaming hates me. My name does not start with quickie or jingles. So thanks again for watching, guys, and I will see you hopefully Tuesday, if not Wednesday, Thursday, or have a very good week, and see you guys around.